Hello from the FinForum conference in Frisco, Texas. Joining us now is Afzal Tarar. He's the founder of Quartus. Well, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you, Jenna.
So first, Al, let's talk about the venture capitalism space and what you're doing at Quartus, who you are, and your process.
Well, we are a small firm based in New York City. Right now, we are exclusively focused on vertical AI and deep technology investments. So we call it mid-stage venture capital or venture growth strategy. So that's what we're doing. We just closed our Fund 1, and we are raising Fund 2 right now. And we're very excited about the opportunities in vertical AI that we see across multiple sectors. So happy to talk about any and all of these things.
Absolutely. So what are those opportunities that you're seeing right now, Al?
So there's a lot of news flashing in front of us every day about LLMs, ChatGPT, and the likes. We are not investing in that hot space. We are investing in what we call very practical, pragmatic application of AI to solve some of the complex problems in society and business. Example, healthcare. How to use AI for chronic disease care. How to use AI to provide security. How to apply AI in adaptive learning, education, and so forth. So that's our focus.
Mm-hmm. And how are you going about identifying companies that are doing exciting things in this space?
So this will take us back a little bit in terms of our background. So myself and my partners have decades of experience in AI and technology. I, for one, studied AI in mid-'80s and early '90s. So for me, AI is not a new thing. It's just a third or fourth wave of AI, although the biggest wave of AI that I have seen. So that is the lens through which we look at all the companies that we consider or invest in. So with that lens, we can screen out a lot of fluff and a lot of what we call bling. Blingy and fluffy stuff we can screen out. So we focus on, as I said earlier, very serious companies that are trying to address critical problems in business or society. So that's our first filter. Then we also look at companies that have very meaningful revenue. So it used to be $1 million or so revenue threshold. We have actually moved to the less risky middle, which is 5 million. So they have to have 5 million commercial revenue before we even consider investing in them. So what that does is this maximizes the upside, but also minimizes the downside risk. So we think this is the best combination of the both worlds, and it has the potential of delivering the best risk-adjusted return over the term of the fund.
And it sounds like you've been in the AI space before AI was a household term, way ahead of the curve. So what is your take on this most recent wave of AI that's really taking society, news, finance, everything by storm?
Just to contextualize a little bit, almost 30 years ago, I was hired as the first AI manager for a bank. That bank used to be the top 10 bank in the country, and I had no idea, and I never thought about it, that 30 years later I would be talking about AI still. So that's the context. But what we are seeing now is a very complex set of movements that are happening in AI space. So Goldman Sachs did a detailed paper, internal paper for their clients and for their business on the trajectory of AI. So roughly speaking, the way we understand, the way we reposition that strategy is in the 5 or 6 buckets. So the first bucket is the hardware bucket or layer, which is where NVIDIA-like chips fit in. So it's basically hardware infrastructure. Second one is the cloud infrastructure. So a lot of companies are setting up cloud data centers across the globe. So that's the second horizontal. The third one on top of that is what we call LLMs, the large language models. So ChatGPT is an example, right? And other tools. So that's the third layer. So these are horizontal layers, but billions and billions of dollars are being invested in those three areas. We don't invest in any of those because one, we're small. Second, they are very, very capital intensive. Third, very likely most of them will be unprofitable for many, many years, maybe for decades. On top of these three horizontal, there are several vertical layers. So the first vertical layer that we call it vertical AI is using AI infrastructure that we just talked about to solving complex business problems. As I mentioned, healthcare, education, supply chain, logistics, we invest in that space. So these vertical AI are leveraging all that technology that other companies are spending billions of dollars to build. They are not spending billions of dollars. They're not even spending hundreds of millions of dollars, but they are benefiting from all that. Then next vertical is using AI to improve things. And these could be spell checking to helping you added video and things of that sort. We don't invest in that because in that one there will be a lot of consolidation coming up. It's the easiest thing to do, and hence everybody's doing it, right? And sixth one, like my partner Rizwan likes to talk about, is perhaps the physical AI. So basically taking the AI and put it into some kind of robots. These robots could be industrial robots or could be social robots. So that's how Goldman Sachs came up with their approach. We took that approach and internalized it in our 6 buckets or layers, so to speak.
Well, it sounds like you chose the right area to go into because a lot of our conversations here at the FinForum conference have been centering around AI, the gravity of AI. So I wonder, Al, what have been some of the takeaways for you here at the FinForum conference?
Meeting, hobnobbing with major allocators, trying to impress upon them who we are, what we're doing, and trying to create an opportunity for us to collaborate with more people. So essentially, that's what we're doing. We're also learning from people. So Miguel, whom you just interviewed,
With CalPERS, yes.
yeah. So he and I were talking early this morning about the perspective of an allocator and my perspective as a GP. And believe it or not, we were so much in sync in the way we think allocators should work with the GPs and GPs should expect to work with an allocator. So those are the kind of relationships that we're building here at this event.
Well, Al, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure, Jenna. Thank you.
Of course, and thank you to everyone watching. And once again, that's Al Tarar, the founder of Quartus. And I'm your host, Jenna Dagenhart with Asset TV.